Hello, welcome back to Black War the Apocalypse. This is Jessica Haas, October 17th, 2024. Some good news for today. The orchestrator behind the October 7th attacks on Israel was killed and identified. Yes, I can criticize the country and celebrate the death of quite honestly a mass murderer. I mean, back in 9/11. Back in my day, we had to wait 10 years before a car. 10 years for us to, like, get Bin Laden. No more than that. So yeah, I'm generally happy. Like, whatever controversies I may or may not. I don't think I'm big enough to start controversy. But you know what I mean. Anyway, awkward stuff behind us, I guess. Let's get into part 2. Oh, we're neighboring H-Corp. Just going by the map. Apparently, someone from H-Corp may have visited Honlu's place. Warrant the sinners each share their impressions of the haunted mansion. Ooh! Back! Back!
아니, 그렇게 우습다는 듯이 놀리지 말아라. 그건 네가 모험이라는 것을 잘 몰라서 하는 소리라고 하지 않았느냐? 우리는 지금부터 유례가 없는 치열한 고행을 치르러 갈 것이다.
Is that the real Don Quixote?
네 눈에는 보이지 않느냐? 위대한 모험의 문이 우리에게 활짝 열려 있다.
Yeah, knights are all about sleeping under the stars and foregoing comfort. That was from the original book.
그러니 잔말 말고 어서 채비를 갖추고 출발하자. 하지만 조금 이상하다는 생각은 드는군.
That might be Sancho.
로신한테가 언제부터 말을 할 수 있었단 말인가?
What? Haha, haunted Bloody Mary. Ooh, noose. Nooses are bad. Spooky. Well, we had our reservations. We took the path Sunsun opened for us, made it to the next area.
걱정이네요. 이 구역은 시춘 씨를 포함해서 다른 해결사분들이 갔다고 들었는데 모두 무사할지.
시추는 괜찮을 거예요. 아, 이거랑 관련해서 재미있는 농담이 하나 있는데.
It's about killing each other, isn't it?
뭔데?
저희 집에선 13살까지 혼자 살아남은 형제들은 외곽 한복판에 던져놓아도 살 수 있을 거라는 말이 있거든요.
How did I know it was gonna be messed up?
조금 서둘러야 하지 않겠어? 여기도 1구역보다 더하면 더했지 덜하진 않을 거라고. 혹시라도 눈앞에서 동생이 잘못되기라다면.
그럴 땐 유해라도 수습해서 언젠가 집에 돌아가면 잘 안치해줘야겠지요. 시춘도 제게 똑같이 해줬을 거예요.
그러냐?
Oh, sorry. Poor fucking Gregor, his being this relatively normal guy. Hey, Taxes. I do wonder if his mother is exerting some sort of influence on him. You know, Herman, the real Herman, like exerting influence on Kafka. Well, not in the same way, but yeah. I really can't wait for Honlu's chapter. He is gonna be so much fun, and so sad. How did I know his joke was gonna be messed up? This place feels very different from Area 1. Unlike Area 1, which is extremely gaudy and overtly decorated. Pit Peak. This place is teamed with ominous, depressing silence. How many parts? Like, how many chapters? Like the first Pit Bust Part 2 yet? Nice. Well, this is your first... Wait, this is your first Part 2. Okay, So 37? Okay. Alright, just note. In the first part 2 in Esau's chapter, it was after they beat Dombe, the flower girl, for Ishmael's when they win the whale, and for Heathcliff's when he distorted. That was the part 2s, but yeah.
여긴 조금 으스스하달까.
So 37. Nice.
좋은 의미의 정막이면 좋겠는데.
Rhodia, you know it's
이곳에
not.
먼저 온 해결사들이 미리 다 쓱싹해줘서 마주칠 혈비들이 아무도 없다거나.
So 37. It's pretty suffocating just to sit here, not knowing who won the fight, or if there even was a fight.
우리는 그 전단지 속 사람 중 하나가 되지 않길 빌자고.
라만차랜드가 다치기까지는 몇 시간 정도 남았죠?
Yeah, that's right. They have to worry about closing.
5시간가량 남았어.
좋아 좋아. 이 정도면 순탄하네. 이거 설마 우리가 제일 빠르게 장치를 누른 팀인 거 아니야? 비록 이탈자는 발생했지만요.
This puts on track to be longer than Candle 6. True. And let me know next week, because you're gonna be likely playing before me, if the final part is a dungeon. Because if it's a dungeon, I want to get my guys up to level 60 or at level 50. If not, I want to keep it at 49 so I can get that sweet XP.
이탈자라니 배신자에겐 과분한 호칭이다.
하나 신경 쓰이지 않을 수가 없군. 우리가 1구역을 통과한 것이 아니라 그 요술장이 복장을 한 자로부터 통과를 당한 것만 같다는 생각에.
뭐 좀 특이한 혈기 같긴 했어.
맞아요. 그리고 어딘가 익숙한 느낌이.
Ah, he probably saw the mark. Probably get dungeon. Well, you know, sure. Sinclair probably saw the mark, or he's resonating with Damien. I never got the ending of Damien, but maybe Sinclair and Damien share some sort of link. I was never sure. The end of Damien honestly confused me a little bit.
그랬나? 약간 예술파 같다는 점이 류슈랑 비슷하지 않나 생각하긴 했는데.
Artsy fartsy. Oh, now she's gonna be plotting to. Roshu quite let out cloud smoke, briefly lingered midair before turning to a bizarre shape.
귀엽네요. 고양이인가요?
질질 짜고 있는 내 놈의 모습이다. 통역을 잘못할 경우 벌어질 모습을 표현했지.
응? 여기 좀 특이한데.
Oh, what is it?
아 이거 좀 봐. 지도를 보니까 의무실이라는 곳도 있는 모양이야.
Huh. I think I talked about this on our Dardachi stream, but yeah, a fair or like a park would need an infirmary in case a guest gets injured.
어트랙션을 타다가 다친 분들, 너무 놀란 분들, 혹은 피가 긴급하게 필요한 혈기분들은 이곳에서 도움을 받으세요.
Oh yeah, blood bank too.
친절한 문구구만.
라만차랜드는 혈기와 인간들이 행복하게 살 수 있는 공간을 위해 만들어졌다고 했었죠. 이 지도 설명만 보면 그래도 옛날에는 어쩌면 그 뜻대로 되었을지도 모르겠다는
If
생각이.
this is like Rapture from BioShock, and I'm nearly 100% sure it is, this is so much sadder than Rapture. They tried. It wasn't just full of selfish people. They tried to do something better.
무슨 소리요? 제대로 되었을 리가 없지 않은가? 이런 건 돈키호테의 사전엔 있을 수 없는 모험이요.
Here was kind of correct in the end.
공생하여
Ooh.
행복하게 살아가는 장소라니.
I'll wait until I finish to ask you what your theory is. I messaged you on Discord. But that's cool that you got your theory. It's cool when you get a theory done.
그러고 보니 지크프리트님이 해결했던 사건 하나가 생각나는군. 그것은 다리 위에서 벌였던 전투였지. 그때도 악인들이 아주 간악한 제안을 했다고 하네. 지크프리트님을 돈과 권력으로 압박하며 자신들과 한편에 서라고 꼬드겼다지.
Well, Rapture is doing amazing. So many good ideas. Yeah. I can't wait for next Walpurgis Nacht, so I can just start getting those IDs. And also, which each season, I get like 1 or 2 like 3-star tickets for that season. Like a ticket like a extraction ticket that'll guarantee a 3-star for that season set. I'm saving mine. If I get 2, I'm using 1, and then I'm saving the other one to hopefully get this season's Don Quixote.
하지만 우리 지크프리트님은 결코 이에 현혹되시지 않았네. 가증스러운 잔을 내뱉는
Close her eyes.
슈퍼 펀치를 날려주면서
Chupacabra, ready to go. I wasn't making fun of her. I just like the way she said it.
그 1시간짜리로 편집된 영상이요? 그거 딱 봐도 짜인 대본. 이렇게 말씀하셨지.
감히 이 지크프리트를 고작 이 더러운 눈으로 끌어들일 수 있다고 생각하는가?
I love. There are at least 2 options, right? All right, this Don Quixote, he's getting better.
슈퍼 레이저를 그자에게
Laser! I'm so glad to hear her voice. I know I said this a bunch of times last time. I'm so happy to hear her voice again.
자, 모두 여기에 집중하도록.
Finally, intervention from Otis put a stop to Don Quixote's story.
피주머니들의 흔적들이 이 어트랙션에 집중되어 있다. 이름은 헌티드 블러디 메리라고.
뭐 유령의 집 같은 건가 보네. 아, 싱클레어. 유령의 집이라는 거엔 진짜 유령이.
잠깐. 저도 어렸을 때 가족들과 놀이공원에 가봤다고요. 그러니까 그런 식으로 놀린다고 제가 놀란다거나 그럴 일은.
Doesn't know she'd be traumatized.
있냐고 물어보려고 했는데 난 놀이공원은 처음 와보거든.
Yeah, Sinclair. Check your privilege.
죄송해요.
에이, 아니야. 그래서 진짜 유령이 나오는 거야?
보통 엉성한 인형들이 나오는 게 전부일 거예요.
Yeah, that's what La Mancha Land has. Cheap animatronics.
이기에 실제 유령을 배치하진 않는다. 공포를 조성할 만한 장치가 있을 뿐.
Plus,
네,
Five Nights at Freddy's.
주로 가족과 함께 방문하는 곳이니까요.
가족이나 형제는 없었던 거니?
나는 날 때부터 혼자였어. 언제나 추웠고 외로워서.
Ursal, yeah.
그렇다면 내가 더 이상 죽고 싶지 않게 만들어주마. 너에게 영원히 함께할 가족을 줄 테니 나를 따라오렴.
This must be the time that she was turned. But yeah, like, the next 3 Kantos, Honlu, Ryoshu, and Ursal are the ones I'm gonna love the most. Just, I'm interested in the most. But then Otis and Faust is how it's gonna end the Inferno. And I know I'm gonna love them, but it's like, I think I'm gonna love the story more than I like the characters. But I still gonna love the characters. But yeah, Mersal's, the sooner we get done with the other stories, the sooner we get to Mersal's. I gotta see Mersal's. I have gotta see Mersal's. Give actual birth. Yeah. That makes sense. Let's just need to keep their numbers down. Which just recounted the Sinner's adventure in the encounter which haunted Blood Mary. The adventure which is unclear whether it's haunted mansion or Blood Fiend's den. Dead. Right? We saw the 10 times story, but that makes sense. Remember, they get turned. Yeah. Remember, they're trying. Yeah, they're trying to get their numbers down. There's only 2. Supposed to be 2 kindred per whatever.
아니면
시간 체납자인가? 자, 해골밥. 일 들어왔네. 플루, 가볼까?
응, 금방 가지.
언제든지요.
급행 주문이군.
일인가요?
현장 지휘
화점에 두지.
기다려라. 겉에 곧 먹이를 먹여주지.
Lots of counts so far. I'm loving it. I will ask one slight spoiler question.
오랜만이네요.
Justify new XP and thread levels. Yeah, after we beat certain part.
혼자서
The only question I have is, am I right that the next cardboard cutout battle will involve a guy on a horseback? Like the abnormality. Like the bear would also represent the hex nail.
혼자라니 섭섭한 말을. 동료들이랑 함께 온 거지.
뭐 식구 같은 거잖냐.
Ryoshi once said family is important. So, which not yet. Like Frey Chikama, that one YouTuber showed, she did mention Ryoshi talks about family and names, so yeah.
잡담은 거기까지. 아래에 무언가 있으니 전원 확인할 수 있도록. 역시 이미 몇 차례 전투가 치러진 흔적이 남아 있고.
Are you sure that's not decoration, Otis?
썩은 내음이 허파에 들어차는 것으로 보아 흔적이 만들어진 후 꽤 시간이 흘렀으리라 보.
Oh, okay, alright. It's La Mancha Land. Of course
이번
it's real.
토벌에 참여한 해결사들로 보이는 자들은 없는 것 같구려.
Say goodbyes, so cancel. Maybe they'll turn to blood bags or shambling through the haunted mansion. But it's probably better not to share that kind of thought here. Actually, I think this is gonna be my favorite setting out of the whole Kanto. I know there's gonna be Area 3 and Area 4, but I think this might be my favorite setting. There's blood everywhere.
헌티드 블러드 메리에 오신 여러분, 진심으로 환영합니다.
The portrait from which the voice was echoed from was torn in half. Interesting. What we could deduce from the remaining part of the portrait, it was likely a depiction of the king of this castle. At least, that was the story it tried to convey.
다 망가져 있네요.
찢어진 형태로 보아 이곳에 걸릴 때부터 의도적으로 절개했을 것으로 파악된다.
이곳은 지금 몰락했지만 한때 찬란한 번영을 이루었던 어느 왕국의 고성.
This might be based off the people who hosted Don Quixote and played pranks on him. I'm not sure. Let me look up their names real quick. He stayed a long time with I think a duke and a duchess. Hold on. I'm sorry, one moment. Who did Don Quixote and Sancho stay with? Yeah, the duke and duchess. He and Sancho stayed with the duke and duchess. Duke and duchess. Well, he was kind of a douche. But the duke and duchess, yeah, so that could maybe be the leader here, or it could be the priest.
자, 이제 여러분은 성 곳곳을 탐험하여 옛 왕국의 비밀을 밝혀내야 합니다. 다소 두려울 수 있는 장치가 많으니 심신이 미약하신 분들은 탐험을 재고하는 편이 좋을지도 모르겠군요.
그렇다는데
That character Sancho book? Sancho is... Don Quixote and Sancho are their own kind of simpleton. And sometimes they're sharing the same brain cell. Sometimes Sancho is a little bit smarter. And in the second book, Sancho got this one trait played up where he's mixing up metaphors. Like, he would just combine 2 to 4 metaphors into one sentence. And he would go up and down between knowing Don Quixote was crazy to believing his shenanigans. Also, he wanted an island.
이런 것을 겁먹지 않네.
오, 그렇게 세게 잡으면 아파요, 돈키호테 씨. 팔 좀 놔주세요.
Also, Sancho once tried to take a shit next to Don Quixote when it was pitch black at night and tried to pass the smell off as something else.
산초, 말씀하실 게 있다면 가까이서 말씀해 주시면.
Got Don voice actor.
대사를 빠뜨렸다니 그게 무슨?
So Sancho is behind the scenes.
차가운 공포 속에 흔치 않는 탐험 되시길.
여기부터 시작인가 보네요. 구조를 보면 아마 저쪽 거울에서는 숨어있던 혈기들이 갑자기 튀어나왔을 거고, 이 천장 접합부가 헐렁한 걸로 봐서는 아마 여기.
그런 식으로 다 설명하는 놈들이 제일 재미없어.
Yeah, Ishmael. Stop spoiling the fun. Get paid shit. Yeah.
깜짝이야.
Huh. He was right. Which does it, motherfucker?
가지는 묘미는 당할 걸 알면서도 소리 질러주는 저런 손님들이라고.
전 그런 상냥한 타입은 못 되어서요.
Okay, that was kind of
나서지 않고
Badass.
가만히 숨어 있으려고 했는데 이놈 때문에 열이 받아서 안 되겠어.
Imagine if, like, when Disney still had Disney California Adventure used to still have Tower Terror. Imagine if, like, the guys who were dressed up all creepily got to be at the guests who made too much of a fuss. Yeah. Yeah, with all those masks, man, maybe this was partially inspired by BioShock. Right? Suck on this! Time to pay your taxes!
효과는 미비하지만 모든 행동은 고유의를 통하고, 이럴 때는 이런 식의 공격으로 대응하는군요. 기억해둬야지.
I will admit, I will be a little disappointed if they don't have the priest. You can't have the barber and not have the priest. And to make books where they'll be level, right? Like their level is high above, but they're oh, not only that, but this opens up a possibility of a rematch of them at their full power later on down the line. Like if all the masters survive, like all the three blood thieves survive, we could see them like in late game.
승객이 딱콜 한방 먹였어.
그대 또한 잠들게.
한눈에 봤을 때는 불리해 보이긴 하지만
That's
결국에는
bloodied hands. I'm guessing the next ID will be someone from the mansion. Like both the boss and someone from the mansion, the 2-star ID. There's second Dawn Council, yeah.
내 죄는 내가 알아서 처리한다.
So Sancho is behind the scenes. We got the Duke here. Make sure Gregor will get a second out in the first 13,000. Make sure and we get another one. Right. And also the Enderquills or Enchavalos are definitely put into place. So that is Sancho behind the scenes? Well, both the Duke and the Barber spoke like they were talking to Sancho. Like Sancho was talking to them. It could be recording, but still. Yeah, I think the crucial characters from the book are Don Quixote, Sancho, Dulcinea, the priest and barber. Event, so you can see there. Ooh. Alright, so yeah, we will be getting the priest, it sounds like. Unless it's the DSA Association. So yeah. So Don Quixote, Dulcinea, Sancho, the priest and barber, the Duke, and Sanson. That's 7. Yeah, ID, yeah. Well, to an extent, they kind of feel like skins, you know? Character class, more accurately. Heard Overwatch 2 is charging $80 for a skin. Is that true? Jeez. Was it a DSA skin or DSA Otis or DSA ID or Priest ID? Otis Rodion's a blood fiend. Rodion's a blood fiend. Oh. Oh, what if she got to be the Duke or the Duchess? Oh no. What if she was the one being paid minimum wage? Warriors discuss the blood fiends in hiding in the fixers who arrived first. Yashi-chun. Yashi-chun.
천천히 가자니까.
The thing about Yashi-chun is that we don't know she's gonna make it to Kanto 8. Because Honlu's family is so big, they could technically go on without her.
아무래도 다 해치운 모양이라네. 아니, 더 있다. 저 관소 볼품없이 떨구나 있는 것들.
Next forever dude. Once our ID was just a nameless withered blood fiend is really weak and tired. You open the coffin, the real shoe singled out.
깜짝 놀랐잖아.
And several blood fiends came tumbling out. You ever heard of the clown car? It's a clown coffin.
이쪽이야말로.
Roshu, can you see through walls by any chance?
목숨을 구걸하는 놈들의 비열한 냄새를 맡았을 뿐.
Also, I'm hoping the next Intervalo centers around P Corp.
그놈들이 다 갔어.
누구를 말하는 건가요?
Oh no, she's scared. Ah.
우리를 사냥하러 온 놈들 말이야. 우리의 놀이기구를 다 부수고 다니던 놈들.
She's either talking about Shi-chun or the Bane Hunters.
아, 누구인지 알 것 같아요. 그분들은 무사히 앞으로 가셨나요?
앞으로 갔을 거야.
제대로 보지 못한 건가?
어쩔 수 없었어. 우리는 혈기와의 만찬 장면에서 놀래키는 역할이었는데 그놈들이 너무 무서워서 계속 숨어 있었다고. 원래 우리가 관에서 튀어나오면 손님들은 모두 비명을 지르면서 도망갔는데 인기가 얼마나 많았다고. 마지막엔 같이 기념사진도 찍어줬는데.
This poor guy, he just wants to. This poor guy, he actually wants to get. He actually wants to keep the plane running. Holo Bluffy Feather ID store is so fucked up. Yeah, I imagine they are assholes.
너희 그거 알아? B400ml만 헌혈하면 무료로 사진을 찍어주는 이벤트를 하고 있어. 어때? 오싹한 추억을 함께 나누고 싶지 않아?
I feel so sorry for this guy.
400ml면 그렇게 생명에 지장도 없는 용량이잖아. 어디서 들었는데 인간들은 주기적으로 피를 빼줘야 새로운 피가 재생되면서 건강해진대. 너희 모두 오래 살고 싶잖아. 그렇지?
이것들이 무슨 소리를?
아니야, 잘못했어. 피 절대 안 마실게. 난 사실 그 계획에 별로 동참하고 싶지 않았어. 이곳에서 벗어나고 싶었다고.
Imagine that when Don Quixote sees the sees the Fane Hunters killing defenseless, surrendering blood fiends, he's gonna snap.
그러고 보니
That's what I think is gonna happen.
탈출한 녀석이 있었다고 들었는데 어떻게 되었을까? 나도 같이 도망칠 걸 그랬어.
카세티를 말하고 있는 것 같군요.
Cassetti. Oh.
하지만 나가면 난 어떻게 살지? 인간들의 눈치나 보면서 빌빌거리며
This work with his struggling humans, them doing dangerous jobs for blood could have been good last thing I did. Feeling sad failed for some reason. Yeah, doing jobs for blood? But you know, there would have been something that got in the way of that. But in this city, they could have made it work.
그건 싫어. 아니, 여기도
This poor guy.
어차피 뭘 해도 죽거나 죽는 게 나은 삶밖에 안 남았다고. 이 망할 나만 차례인데.
Poor guy. Knows book. Yeah, but remember he said he escaped the family. And even though he was 7th or 6th kindred, I think he was 6th kindred. He was like worked on by the barber herself. Only one to ever escape. That could be the case.
아, 저런 건 그냥 쓱싹쓱싹하는 끝이라고.
길 좀 막지 마.
편하게 해.
자기 일 아니라고 그렇게 말하시면 어떡해요.
편히 쉬시게.
Right.
뭐가 치워라.
오호. 이럴 때는 이런 식의 공격을 하는
길에서 비켜. 시원해. 아, 술 먹은 독보리는 더 공격이 없어.
약점을 잘 찌른 것 같네요.
나아가주게.
That's why it's really hard. Good luck. Hey, one of the main attractions is the puzzle boss fights, and of course if it's hard. Yes, I'll get frustrated if I lose, but I do love it when it's a puzzle fight. Or having to adapt, like you know how Ahab had Queequeg and Starbuck running interference, had to work around that. But died only one because of really high burn. Yeah, burn is really working out for you. Of course, burn's really good. My favorite is still bleed, but burn is a lot easier to maintain. Basic puzzle slightly. Nice. Aw, these guys kind of look like teddy bears. Look, those are ears. Here's your little teddy nose. Yeah, at some point in the story, we gotta fight these blood fiends at full power, not when they're withered.
거기까지.
시간 끌지 말고.
편히 쉬시게.
Welcome, headcrab people from Hell's Chickens. Hell's Chickens. Oh my god, the head chickens. Hell's Chicken. Yeah.
한눈에 봤을 때는 불리해 보이긴 하지만
결국에는 유리한 구도를 만들어낸 것 같은데.
대가리 딱 떼고.
위험 요소.
And the second one was the magic hell bus.
이런 대상 사망. 심수진에게 불가.
부족해 찾아졌지 않나.
The miracle in District 20, which didn't take place in District 20 at all, but in the outskirts. And then Heal by Flesh, Claim Their Bones, then Time Killing Time, then... Yeah, we were caught up. Yeah, this guy is... could be the priest. But this feels more like a Duke setting. Good champ, always with you. Come to the last boss fight. Just 10k reward. Oh yeah. Or do something real cool. Yeah, for these streams, I have to remember to turn that off. Not to renege, but so that I can keep everything going.
내가 강해진 게 아니다. 내가 강하기에 내 놈들을 휘두르는 거지.
Here's recounted the tale of Forlorn King and Happy that was once happy. Tale of the Forlorn King and the family that was once happy. There we go. I can't English. I can't English.
죽음 충동 억제, 관념 봉인.
So 37, huh? Gonna be in it.
축하드립니다. 용감한 탐험가 여러분. 왕국의 비밀을 모두 밝혀내셨군요.
Already?
바깥에서 두려움을 마주했을 때도 언제나 용감하게 이겨내시길 바라면서 이후 혈기와의 오싹한 포토타임을 진행해줄 헌티드 블러드베리의 혈기들을 소개해드리겠습니다.
This huge door dump?
내레이션이 끊겼네요. 뭐 소개할 혈기들은 이미 저희가 전부 처리했지만요.
Alright, so maybe Sancho isn't there at present, but definitely he's there directing things at the recordings. Then go to sleep, need your sleep, super tired, leave a VOD for me, these action thoughts, love everything. Hey, thanks for stopping by, and yes, this will be a VOD.
아마도 직진.
Gotten unheaded?
직접 나와서 진행했을 것 같다고 하시네요.
Oh.
슬프게도 왕국의 비밀에 대한 단서는 앞서 다녀간 손님들이 모두 없애버렸고.
Ah, I was wondering what he was talking about clues. Voice just changed? Was it just the audio quality this time, right?
산손이라는 자의 목소리와 같군.
여러분을 깜짝 놀라게 해주었던 혈귀 배우들도 전부 사라져버렸네요.
I like this silhouette. I don't know why.
자들은 모두 응징했다네.
심지어 내레이션을 맡은 분까지. 아무래도 포토타임보다는 이 왕국의 비밀에 대해 해설이 필요할 것 같군요.
I cast Loveless Marriage. Hey, Cornelius. The voice beyond the speaker began with a hint of excitement, as though he expected the situation along. He was expecting something to come of this.
왕은 아주 넓은 성 안에서 오랫동안 홀로 살아왔습니다. 아무도 없는 곳에서 살아간다는 것은 쉬운 일이 아니었을 테지요. 쓸쓸한 아침, 고요한 밤, 왕의 마음은 하루도 빠짐없이 공허함으로 가득했답니다. 그래서 왕은 너무나 외로웠던 나머지 가족이라는 존재를 바라게 되었습니다.
Oh, this is not the match. Ah, we're getting the first Blood Fiend and the first Kindred. We're getting the story of the first Kindred.
간절히, 아주 간절히요. 그래서 왕은 소원대로 평생을 함께할 피로 이어진 가족을 만들기 시작했답니다.
Do I know any of these guys? That has to be Don Quixote right there. This might be the barber. This might not be the first Kindred.
왕은 모든 가족에게 아낌없는 사랑을 주었어요. 그러자 싸늘했던 성이 어느새 웃음이 넘쳐나는 모두의 집이 되었습니다.
I'm under the impression the first Kindred were the... I'm under the impression that there's, for lack of a better word, Kindred 0, and then first Kindred, then second Kindred. No, wait, is the first Blood Fiend the first Kindred? Hold on. I thought it was like Kindred 0, quote unquote, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Is the first Blood... I'm under the impression that the first Blood Fiend ever was Kindred 0. And then the first Kindred were the multiple ones. And then everything after that were the ones that were 2x2. Sorry.
하지만 행복이라는 건 오래가지 못하는 걸까요? 행복이 이어지던 어느 날 먼 왕국에서부터 한 기사가 놀러 왔습니다.
Don Quixote.
기사는 성 밖 곳곳을 여행하다 온 자로 수백 가지의 모험과 수천 가지의 이야기를 품고 있는 자였습니다.
So they're combining the Kindred Zero with the Duke.
평생을 성 안에서만 지냈던 왕은 기사에게 이야기를 들려달라고 부탁했습니다. 기사가 거절할 이유는 없었죠. 기사는 말했습니다. 내가 본 세상, 내가 겪은 모험, 그 모두를 왕께 들려드리리라. 곧 성 안은 왕의 가슴을
What was the
뛰게
answer?
흥미진진한 모험 이야기로 가득 찼습니다. 하루는 거친 파도를 넘어 나선
Got no
하늘,
clue.
다른 날에는 어떤 이들의 절절한 사랑, 또 다른 날에는 괴물과의 사투를. 이야기는 끝을 모르고 이어졌죠.
Yeah, I'm under the impression that the first Blood Fiend was Kindred Zero.
며칠 밤낮을 꼬박 세워가며 기사의 이야기를 듣고 있던 왕은 어느 날 한 가지 중요한 진실을 깨달아 버리고 말았습니다.
But you're right, there's no hard evidence either way.
가족만으로는, 성 안에서의 행복만으로는 자신의 공허함이 완전히 채워질 수 없다는 것.
Kindred is a product of a Blood Fiend's bites. Therefore, the first Kindred means bitten by patient zero. Right, so bitten by, let's say, King Blood Fiend. And then we got Kindred 1. The Kindred... Alright, so Blood Fiend, Patient 0. Yeah. Alright, so Don Quixote is just after the first victims of the mansion. The first Kindred all came from the mansion.
그래서 왕은 자신의 빈 부분을 기사의 모험담으로 채우기 시작했습니다. 그러면서 서서히 가족에게만 향하던 사랑은 모험을 향해, 기사를 향해, 그리고 성의 바깥을 향해 키워나갔죠.
Yeah, there's 4 of them.
가족들은 그것이 오래가지 않을 것이라 생각했습니다. 낡아 빠진 신발에 철로 만든 창을 들고 잠깐의 꿈에 빠졌을 뿐이라 여겼죠.
Right.
그래서 가족들은 기다렸습니다. 자신들에게 공허함을 되물려준 왕이 창조자가 다시 자신들만을 사랑해 줄 것을.
So our I'm starting... My theory was wrong in a lot of ways, but yeah, I'm starting to think our Don Quixote is a fake Don Quixote. Is it Nosferatu abnormality? There's a chance, but I think the Nosferatu was inspired by Kindred Zero. Not actually Kindred Zero. Then again, this is... Yeah, I don't need Nosferatu. Texas, abnormalities are a little weird. It could be Nosferatu. It could not. I'm on the side of Nosferatu being created by the fear of Blood Fiends. Sort of like how devils in Chainsaw Man are created by the fear of something.
하지만 기다림의 끝에 들은 왕의 말은 가족들에게 조금도 달콤하지 않았습니다. 이 성을 허물고 성 밖의 모든 사람들과 친구가 되자 왕은 그렇게 외쳤죠. 가족들은 두려웠습니다. 성을 허문다는 건 곧 그들의 아늑하고도 영원할 터전을 부순다는 것이었으니까요. 하지만 왕의 뜻을 존중하고 왕을 사랑한 가족들은 모두가 삽을 들고 한 마음으로 성을 부수기 시작했습니다. 그러나 성 밖의 사람들은 성 안의 사람들과는 너무나 다른 삶을 살고
Definitely got to be Don
있습니다.
Quixote right there. Probably the barber. That's the key.
왕의 가족들은 많은 걸 버려야 했습니다. 기쁨, 즐거움, 탄성, 쾌락.
Knights live in discomfort, Sancho. That is the way of knighthood.
이 모든 걸 포기해야만 그들은 서로가 친구가 될 수 있었습니다. 따라서 왕은 가족들이 행복해지는 걸 금지했습니다. 성 밖의 행복한 사람들을 지켜보는 것만으로도 가족들이 그 행복을 나눠받아 함께 행복해질 수 있을 거라고 믿었습니다. 그들의 행복이 언젠가 우리의 행복이 될 수 있을 것이라 믿었던 거죠. 그리하여 행복해지기 위한 우리의 모든 노력은 죄가 되었습니다.
Yeah, that's when they start hunting
왜
blood fiends.
우리의 행복은 회개를 받아야 하는 걸까요?
가족. 대체 무슨 이야기를 하고 싶었던 걸까요?
Because I'm pretty sure Barbara's third kindred. This one, he's basically sounds so Mr. What he is. You're right.
구구절절 헛소리로군.
Yeah, once Frey pointed out Roshu talking about family, reacted family, I see a little consistency.
재미있는 이야기네요. 저 가족에겐 행복이라는 게 정말 있긴 했을까요?
Everyone else found themselves very speechless by his gloomy tale. Honlu did not hesitate to share his thoughts, though it was just another lighthearted tale. Right, Honlu would know a lot about family.
아, 저기 출구 표시가 보여요. 이 어트랙션은 이걸로 끝인가 봐요.
Yeah, it says something under there. There was a sign wall instructions written in bolded letters. All blood fiends must attend at least one weekly consultation session with the priest. Aha! There, now we got the priest.
무엇에
Consultation
대한
session.
면담인 것일지.
글쎄, 어떤 것이든 고해라든가.
뭐 그래도 옛날에는 나만 차례인데도 나름 노력했던 모양이네.
정말로 상생을 꿈꿨던 것일지도 모르겠구려.
아니, 그럴 리 없다네. 다 간악한 술수일 테지.
I can see Don Quixote starting to doubt herself a little bit there. I mean, each tier would be assuming traumatized by the idea of consultation sessions, right? Well, I know that in the beginning there's supposed to be a whole bunch of first kindred, but then like after that it's supposed to be 2 kindred each. But then the White Knights and Dark Days happened. People started becoming blood fiends without having to be converted by one of the family. Definitely interesting. Yeah, it's definitely interesting, the idea or the proof that distortions existed before Labami Corporation in the main story. So, in theory, those Horartu and abnormalities could have existed before Labami Corporation too. And Carmen had to get her ideas from somewhere.
저것들도 취한 것처럼 흐느적대는데?
내 뒤로.
그래서 저러는 건 안
So yeah, you're right. There is room for Nose for R2 to be Kindred Zero. I'm just leaning slightly against that idea.
기적해 찾아섰지 않나. 거대.
내 뒤로.
편히 쉬시게.
And also taxes. Nose for R2 doesn't appear in Labami Corporation, but he does appear in Ruina. I think they want to use it for Labami Corporation, but they have to use him in later game. And of course, you're gonna love Elena. There's like I don't like going around. I'll say when relevant. Okay, sure. And if you have to like go to bed beforehand, because this is gonna be long, I just know it is. Go ahead and like whisper it to me, or I can talk about it next year.
내 피가 배고파했어. 잘
아이.
됐다. 그치?
Go ahead and build up more of the eye and nice for boss clash strike killer friends first. Okay, cool. Will do.
그 정도인가?
기적해 찾아섰지 않나.
You have a great night.
제작지 형태의 플루드니 차는 의미 없는 살색을 지향합니다. 배달을 즉시 수행하여
Yes.
기업의 목숨을 보장하십시오.
Not ready for Skullbuster yet.
나아가주게.
재밌지 않은 것부터가
편히
시작이
쉬시오.
됐어.
잠든 그대를 기릴 테니.
It looks like we might not be getting the Duke after all.
속에서
야호. 이기는 편.
Not yet.
우리 편.
I'm taking my time with Otis.
길 좀 막지 마.
I'm still in the phase of saving up my lunacy for the next Walpurgis Nacht. Plus, I know that as I get more the you know what I mean, the shards, the boxes for the shards. At the very least for this season, I don't have to worry about Ryoshu. I just gotta outright buy anything that's Ryoshu. I think it's gonna last me at least 1.5 seasons. I can't believe I accidentally used them all. I'll roll for Otis if I get 10 of those extraction tickets. Got 2 goes in half, so evened out. Cool.
여유로웠어. 아예 여기서 밥 좀 먹다가 출발해도 될 것 같은데. 다들
The
식량
Pendant
꺼내.
Blood Fiends and the Bizarre Survey.
투입합니다.
Oh, God, I hate surveys. Well, I don't hate people asking for them because they're being told to ask for them. But I personally had to always ask for a survey at the end of my calls, and I hate that. After a short journey, we came on a quiet and solemn-looking room. In front of it stood... Wait! The surveys are being taken at the confessional? Bless you, my child. As our service, as the good Lord saith, as our services are, how would you rate our services on 1 through 10? A group of blood fiends looking at us in anticipation. But they all appeared to have gone through their shared battles. Many appeared injured and out of breath, clearly exhausted.
당신들도 상담 아니 회개하기 위해 오셨습니까?
무슨 소리를 하는 거지? 회계?
The Greeks did predate Christianity. I don't think that's intentional, but that'll be a fun, like, history joke. Great 5 stars have a entire chance to make it to heaven. If Limbus Company intended for Otis not to know what a confession is because the Greek Empire long predated, like, Christianity, that would actually be kind of clever.
이 방 안에는 우리의 죄를 용서해 주시는 분이 계십니다.
I don't think they're thinking that deep.
하지만 그 전에 자 심호흡을 하고 제가 말하는 질문에 모든 답을 해주세요.
Actually, I think Otis is the only story that predates Christianity of their 12 sinners.
첫 번째, 당신은 오늘 피 생각이 얼만큼 납니까? 1번 많이, 2번 중간, 3번 적당히, 4번 참을 수 없을 만큼 강렬하게, 5번 곧 미칠 듯이, 6번 곧 죽을 듯이.
얘도 상태가 이상한데. 무슨 소리를 하는 것인가? 당연히 생각나지 않았다네.
그럼 두 번째, 당신은 오늘 혈액발을 먹었습니까?
Oh, heal bar.
먹었다, 2번 먹지 않았다. 잠깐만. 말 끊지 마세요. 모든 질문에 빠짐없이 대답해야 신부님을 만날 수 있습니다.
Specialist modern form dates no far back in 16th century. Right. Faust may have predated it. I think Honlu, yeah, was after. I don't know, Faust. Depends on which version of Faust. But I don't think even the oldest Faust predated it. So yeah, I think only Otis would not know what it is. If it was like the literal character.
만약 먹지 않았다면 그 이유는 무엇입니까?
Greek Empire predates for a couple hundred years, yeah.
이건 젠장 당연하잖아. 맛이 빌어먹기도 없는 걸. 벌레의 피를 빨아도 그것보다는 맛있을 테니까. 그렇지, 그렇잖아.
Ugh.
아이고.
It's not easy being a blood fiend. Guys, get ready.
당신은 오늘 인간을 보고 목이 말랐습니까? 네 아니요, 네 아니요, 네 아니요, 네 아니요, 네.
Yes, 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 yes. Can we avoid this fight? No, no, no. Sorry, I had to make that JoJo reference.
네, 언제나 미친 듯이. 아니야,
This
사실
poor guy.
단 한순간도 그런 적이 없었어.
They tried. This is making me sad. They actually tried. This is worse than Rapture. Yeah, now I know how to say yes in Korean, or at least one form of it. If it's like Japanese, they probably have formal and informal ways of saying the same things. Just saying ne might not be good for polite conversation.
자, 출발해 볼까요?
But at least I know how to say at least one version of yes in Korean.
계약대로 하자고요.
If I had been paying attention, I would know how to say no too. Nay, nay, nay. What? Actually, that itself sounds like a. That sounds like a JoJo thing. No, 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 no. Damu, 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 da. Oh, wait, sorry, wrong show.
늦으면 내피랑 먼저 갈 거야.
나아가 주게.
I forget which Kanto it is, but it's still funny to read Rojia's English dialogue saying they're trying to butt us up, but her voice actress literally says lip service. And it's like, huh? How did the term lip service catch on in Korea? I mean, I know a lot of English words are like getting adopted into like some of the Southeast Asian countries and vice versa. How did lip service like catch on over there? Just like that specific word. I have to look up which Kanto it is.
나아가 주게.
거기까지.
승객이 딱 한 방 먹였어.
계속해봐라.
아직 징수할 내역이 남았으니 생각하시게. 한눈에 봤을 때
Oh, they do not like Heathcliff. Oh, the hunter is about to become the hunted.
나아가 주게.
위험 요소 제거.
기적해 찾아갔지. 내 죄는 내가 알아서 처리한다.
대략 지역대의 플루드니 차는 의미 없는 살세를 지향합니다. 배달을 즉시 수행하여 귀하의 목숨을 보장하십시오.
목을 내놓고 있도록. 속에서
야호. 이기는 편, 우리 편.
Time to use the Skull Buster.
편히 쉬시게.
기적해 찾아갔지 않나.
I love Skull Buster. Limbus Company isn't immune from power creep,
아직 징수할 내역이 남았으니
but it's worth it just to see some of these major hits.
위험 요소 제거.
오호. 이번 때는 이런 식의 공격을 듣는군요. 기억해둬야지. 뭘 그렇게 끄덕이는 거야? 짠 빼지 말고. 실전에서는 다 기세라니까.
찢어 놓아주마.
한눈에 봤을 때는 불리해 보이긴 하지만
결국에는 유리한 구도를.
I love how this one guy's like, I can do it! I can win!
나아가 주게.
I'll avenge you!
남았으니 쓰는 마시게.
No, my avenging is going all wrong. But what about my anime powers? I saw my friends dying. Should I be getting the power boost? You're on the wrong side of the anime, kid. This ain't Ruina.
일단은 후퇴야. 계속 가방을 쓰다간 죽어버린다고.
잘못했어요. 오늘도 죄를 지었어요. 고백하겠습니다. 나를 신부님께 데려가죠. 목이 마를 땐 신부님께 가면 된다고. 그러면 다 괜찮아질 거라고 했잖아요.
Got a little hint of Alcoholics Anonymous there too, like consulting a figure to help you through your addiction.
신부라는 자는 이 안에 있는 거죠?
Yeah, I'm thinking too deep into this, but I can't help but see the parallel there.
할 거야. 아까 다른 놈들도 죄를 지었는지 신부님을 찾아갔거든. 그러니까 줄을 서야 할지도 몰라. 신부님은 언제나 우리를 대신해 모든 죄악들을 기꺼이.
Probably check out what's behind this door, right?
나리 본인이 앞장서겠네.
Whoa.
낙인 놈들을.
확실한 건 우리가 문을 열어줄 때까지 결코 돌아가지 않을 거란 겁니다.
Time the real Don Quixote came to the gates.
이제 슬슬 결판을 내셔야 할 시간 아닙니까?
너도 얼른 물 만들어야 날 이해할 텐데.
Daydream.
안 그래도 오늘이야말로 끝내려고 했다.
Entered, we saw a dying blood fiend during his death. I like the organ music here. The mask was already cloven in half, revealing the pitiful tragedy no longer served as a mask to hide his face.
당신들도 죄를 고백하기 위해
How long have you been dying?
기쁘군요. 회개하고자 스스로 여기까지 발걸음하기 쉽지 않을 텐데.
I like the idea of a blood fiend that's dying, but you don't know how long they've been in that state.
이건 이미 면목은 남지 않은 꽁초군. 지그지 밟아버리기만 해도 잔불이 꺼지겠지.
Please, Ryoshu, keep your fetish to yourself. Also, are those supposed to be statues or blood fiends? I think those are supposed to be blood fiends, but they could be. See the priests. We got Dulcinea, simply the real Don Quixote, Sancho, Sanson. Will we begin to form of the Duke and Duchess? Like, on the one hand, they're a big part of part 2 of Don Quixote. On the other hand, it's not like they were really involved aside from playing pranks on him. It was a truth that may be revealed by close suspicious boy, but none other than Sanson himself. Oh, so like, I'm guessing that means if you've been paying attention, you know what Sanson's about to say. I get it. Okay.
건드리지 마. 저건 내 사냥감이야.
Hey, Shichun. Shichun or men approached us, appearing to be pristine condition compared to the.
시춘.
입도 열지 마. 또 쓸데없이 시간 낭비하고 싶지 않으니까.
Her eyes are pink. Her eyes are pink. Sorry, I was taking a look there.
충분히 숨통을 끊고도 남을 만큼 여유는 있어 보이는데 그냥 내버려두는 이유는?
뻔하군. 고문의 흔적이다. 이 구역의 장치는 이미 누군가 작동시켰군. 다음 구역으로 갈 수 있게 되었음에도 뭔가 더 쥐어짤 게 남았나?
응, 말했을 텐데. 라만차랜드의 토벌은 내 목표가 아니야.
그렇다고 당신들이 공문이나 즐기려고 온 것처럼 보이진 않는데요.
Have new guesses
그래,
for home?
우리가 혈귀
Sure.
사냥꾼도 아니고 그런 걸 즐기진 않지. 거긴 돈벌이하고는 상관없이 그저 혈귀들을 더 많이, 더 고통스럽게 죽이는 것에만 의의를 두는 집단이니까. 하지만 난 달라. 내가 필요한 건 정보야. 나는 그 정보를 얻기 위해 여기까지 들어온 거고.
I want to know what specific piece of information she's talking about. I was pretty positive that she wasn't going to answer that question anyway.
그렇지만 이제 슬슬 이것의 뇌를 터뜨리려던 참이었어. 아무리 고통을 가해도 제정신을 차리지 못하더라고. 보다시피
If the oh my god, is the priest gonna vitalize himself and drink all their blood? His eyes a camera? Oh, the theory that his eye is a camera, or the theory, or his eye has actually been confirmed as a camera? I think you told me once the theory of his eye being a camera. Yeah, keep going.
이미 고통으로 한참 전에 미친 거겠지. 우리 집안의 흑수들이